Alright guys, how's it going? We're back again with part 4 of Deadly Premonition Origins Let's Play. And last time we had found some keys. Actually, we found a lot of keys, a bunch of squirrels on them. Learned a lot about squirrels. Ain't gonna learn about that much. Ain't gonna learn that much about squirrels in school. I don't know what happened there, but I got it out eventually. Anyways, we also drove to this hospital, and we're going there. I'm not exactly sure why, I can't really remember, but... yeah, what's going on? What is going on, Emily? Let's go to the computer room. That's right, we're going to the computer room.
We couldn't find him.
Fiona needs to check her information.
No, I don't think so. Does the doctor like playing games by any chance?
What do you mean?
There's a message on the computer, and a card key already set in place. The king passes the rook and meets the bishop. The knight takes a pawn along for the queen.
What does that all mean?
It's a simple puzzle. Zach, let's take him up on his challenge. You can do this, right?
The king passes the rook and meets the bishop. The knight takes a pawn to the queen. Interesting. Okay, so passes the rook and meets the bishop. So let's see. So knight, king, bishop, pawn. Rook, pawn, bishop, queen. Okay, so I think we're gonna put the rook there, and then the king passed the rook and meets the bishop. So king then passes the rook to meet the bishop. And let's see here. The knight takes a pawn to the queen, so then knight takes the pawn to the queen. What? Okay.
Zach, something is still missing. We need more clues.
More clues, okay. Let's see. Chess pawns displayed on the computer screen. I think it's a riddle. Can you solve it? Agent Morgan, this doesn't seem all that simple to me. Oh, come on. If you have a little knowledge of chess, this is nothing. I see. I know it relates to chess pieces, but I don't remember all the names of the pieces. If you look carefully around the room, you'll see the answer clearly written. I'm sure Zach sees it too. Maybe if we try it this way. King, knight, pawn, rook, bishop, queen. That doesn't make any sense according to the riddle, though. King, knight, pawn, rook, bishop, queen. King, knight, pawn, rook, bishop, queen. Yeah. What if we try it the other way?
Zach, something is still missing. We need more clues.
Huh, okay. Come on. See, okay, so king passes the rook, meets the bishop, and knight takes the pawn to the queen. So maybe the pawn is behind the knight.
Zach, something is still missing. We need more clues.
Huh. Okay. King passes rook and meets the bishop. Let's see. Um, King passes the rook and meets bishop. King, rook. Bishop. And the knight takes the pawn to the queen. King, rook. That doesn't make much sense because the king meets the bishop.
The
Okay.
doctor awaits below with the deceased.
Another code? But there's nowhere to insert a password.
More games. I'm going to get Fiona to call Usha up here right now.
No need, George. The message appeared with the card key. It's telling us where to use it.
This is not the time to be joking around, Agent Morgan.
Dr. Usha is below with the deceased. With Anna. Below being underground, I take it. Simple. Simple.
Then it's time to meet the mischievous architect of this little game.
Nah.
You got card key for underground floor. Okay, cool. That might come in handy. Are we not allowed to go in any of... That's what it looks like. Alright, well we can go downstairs. Do not enter. Let's see what we can do here. What? We lost our marker. Huh. Oh, okay, here we are. Easy. Shelves for storing bodies. I wouldn't open these unless we really need to. But there's glowy things, which makes me want to open them. Because it tells me there's items in here. Alright, well, I guess we're not allowed to open them. What? It's locked. Oh, there's a... Interesting, so I guess... Oh. Okay. It's not that interesting. Some money. Don't need to buy anything. We will save, though. Let's see. Oh no, I've been recording... Okay, cool, I have a timer. So it's been about 10 minutes. So I'll put it for 20 more minutes, though. And let's go ahead and save. If I can access it. Oh, there we go. Yes. Never made it money from a telephone, but okay. I guess that's kind of too generic to say it, because it could be a telemarketer, you could spin it, but never made money from using a payphone, I guess I should say.
Usha, sorry to keep you waiting.
Ah, you made it. Let's get started, shall we?
This guy looks fresh.
This is Agent Morgan from the FBI.
Nice to meet you.
Got
I'm
the
Usha
gold
Johnson,
and everything.
doctor in this hospital.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please call me York. Everyone calls me that.
Very well, Agent York.
Are you a forensic practitioner?
Let's just say I've dealt with corpses before.
That battle of wits, by the way. Did you create that yourself?
I just wanted to see if our FBI agent could handle the task.
I see. Well, it was pretty fun.
Oh, I'm glad you liked it.
We don't have much time. We need those autopsy results.
Next time, try challenging us without obstructing an investigation. You've angered the monarch.
From the onset of rigor mortis, the stiffening of the muscles, the time of death is estimated to be between 20 and 2200 hours. That's still quite early for such a crime to take place. Note that there are 2 exterior wounds, pressure marks around the neck, and a long cut running from chest to abdomen. Blood marks on her right hand tell us she was gripping something round in her right hand. Her skull is also fractured, but that is unrelated to the cause of death. It probably happened to her after she was killed. Now, I first thought death by suffocation, due to the marks on her neck. But after further investigation, I now have a different conclusion. The direct cause of death was loss of blood from the wound.
Which means...
She was cut up while she was still alive.
Yes, a sharp knife was used. It was inserted beneath the sternum and then quickly sliced downwards. The excessive loss of blood from her internal organs is what actually killed her. Her nails are clean, and with no skin cells from the attacker. She also doesn't appear to have been bound nor badly beaten. She was apparently killed without resistance. The most tragic thing, however, was that she was unable to speak her story to anyone who could hear her cries.
The perpetrator cut out Hannah's tongue.
Well, I believe she was drugged first to phase her consciousness, and then the killer killed her. Now, the killer most likely has a deep, traumatized past concerning women. He probably cannot converse with them normally. Cutting out the tongue suggests a very lonely individual. Either that or a truly hardcore sadist. He must get off on watching women suffer, especially when they can't answer back. He watched as the blood pumped from her body, as she gradually grew cold. A case in Seattle in 1985 was much like...
Usha, please, limit your report to your findings as a doctor. Criminal profiling is my job.
Oh, okay. Clap back at him.
You're wrong, also. Anna died fully, deeply, painfully aware of what was happening to her.
But,
Tell me, what time did it stop raining on the night Anna was killed?
Just before I went to bed, right after the movie on TV ended, so around 1 a.m.
What movie was it?
An American Werewolf in London.
Directed by John Landis, 1981. So the rain stopped, accompanied by the ending song, Blue Moon. George, would you mind if I examined Anna myself?
What more do you hope to find?
I'm sure I mentioned that I have a personal interest in cases like these.
Alright, I guess we can only observe. Traces of evaporated liquid around the eyes. She must have cried before she was murdered. She's neatly wearing fake fingernails. Anna's body is lying on the table. Judging from the impressions, she was holding something in her hand, but it was removed around 6 hours after death. The object was circular with a relief shaped like a peace mark. Beautiful blonde hair, stunning even in death. The tongue has been removed. Look at the edge of the stump.
From her lack of resistance, I'd say that Anna's injuries happened very quickly. Unable to speak, she was then left to cry herself to death.
Zach, it's all starting to come together.
The perpetrator stayed with her for at least 2 hours until it stopped raining. At the estimated time of her death, it was still raining, but you can still see tear marks on her cheeks. That means she was killed under a roof somewhere. She was then carried into the woods after it stopped raining.
There's one other thing. Her tongue was removed with a very blunt knife. In fact, it's more likely it was simply chopped off.
Usha, are you a passionate man?
Well, not particularly, but I am man enough should the moment call for it.
George, how about you?
I'm very passionate. Yes. Especially when it comes to women. But I don't see what that has to do with anything.
George, the perpetrator is just like you. He's passionate about women. He's a passionate kisser. This was a kiss of death.
Oh, he bit the tongue off.
The perpetrator bit off Anna's tongue.
We'll never get a dental print from a wound like this. But this is still a big lead.
Jackpot, Zach. A shame, but our old-time all-American sightseeing tour just came to an end.
This case is now under the jurisdiction of the FBI. I'm assuming command. I'll need you to assist me in the investigation.
What in the hell do you mean, Agent Morgan? I know I said I was passionate, but you can't think I did this.
That's not why I'm assuming command, George. You're a suspect just as much as every other passionate man on Earth. Let me show you something. There you go. Amazing, huh? I'm sure you have a lot of questions, but most of the details are top secret. George, Emily, we should be going. No need to stay here any longer.
Okay. I have to sign the release. Just give me a moment.
Very well. I'll go on ahead. I can't take it any longer down here. Bishop takes queen. His rook takes your queen. Then your knight takes rook. And checkmate.
Huh?
My first victory in the Grandmaster ranking.
This game's so random. I dig it though. Oh, we're gonna have some paranormal stuff happening.
Zach, they're here.
My God. Alright, we'll save it here. We still got 8 minutes left, don't worry. But, oh, wait. Yeah, I'm not gaining money from that. I'm losing money. I forgot. Bummer. Yeah, I'm getting the good old pistol out for this one. Very trippy. Nothing in that one. What about here? Here we go. 10 mil bullets. So at some point later in the game we'll get something that shoots 10 mil.
Great. Amazing. Nice shot.
There we go. And that's how you do it. That's how you do it. I knew there was a reason I came over here. Oh!
Great. Yes. Nice shot.
Must be another, like, health pack sort of item. Alright, that was worth the trip, I guess. I don't know, we haven't really taken damage much. I died in the very first episode, but I just cut that out because they made you replay through the beginning, which is kind of boring. Push. What? Okay, that was weird. There we go. I can still push these items, but I don't really understand why. Looks like I can move this. It's up to you, Zach. I don't know. I don't get the point of that, so I'm gonna skip them. Unless we have to use them.
Yes. Nice shot.
There's some crying in here, it sounds like. Coffee, black. It's covered with a white cloth. What should we do? Well, look, of course. We got card key for the central building. Okay, they'll come in handy, I'm sure.
Nice shot. Amazing.
First aid kit. We're doing pretty good, honestly. I don't know if this game gets too much harder or not, to be honest, but I don't know, I feel like we're doing pretty good. What is this? Can I... Maybe this will give me something worth... No. Okay. Alright, so that's time, so, but we'll keep playing until, oh. Okay, well, there's that right there, so, I guess, I want to pick these up so bad, though, whatever this is. First aid kit, lollipop, mission knife. Alright, I'll wait just in case. I don't want to start a cutscene and then we're kind of SOL. Alright, so guys, that was Deadly Premonition Origins Let's Play Part 4. So we're getting along pretty good, honestly. You know, we're going through this hospital, and this game's a lot more, I guess, psychological than I thought it would be, honestly. I thought it'd be kind of just like, I don't know how to explain it, like just going to crime scenes and picking up evidence and stuff, but I mean, I'm kind of digging it so far. I hope you guys are as well. It's definitely so bad it is good in my eyes. So we're going ahead though and gonna stop it here. This is the second video for today that I owe you guys from Missing Tuesday. So, but we'll be back at this again this coming Tuesday and then again on Thursday. So stay tuned for that, parts 5 and 6. It's definitely, I think it's definitely getting good now. At first it was starting off pretty slow, and it's still kind of slow in terms of difficulty. I mean, we haven't really been injured like I said before. I mean, there was one death in the first episode. I don't think I kept it in because it just made me replay that section of it, and it was a quick time death, so it wasn't really anything exciting. I just pressed, you know, B instead of A or whatever. But who knows, hopefully it'll get more difficult. I've seen the trailer for the second game that's coming out, and in it there's like this really big guy that kind of reminds me of like a pyramid head looking figure. So he looked really deadly and really challenging. So I think that sort of stuff's gonna be coming up. I think it's just a slower game, and also it's a much longer game than I thought it was gonna be. I know when I had looked it up recently, it said this game was like 25 hours worth of gameplay. I was honestly expecting maybe like 6 to 8, but we're gonna stick with it though. We're gonna get through it. We're gonna play from beginning to end. So, and we're gonna have a damn good time doing it. So I hope you guys are looking forward to episodes 5 and 6, and I hope you guys have enjoyed episodes 1 through 4 so far. And if you did enjoy this episode, go ahead, slap that like button and hit subscribe. That would be a big favor to me. I really appreciate that. And until next time, see you guys.